My background is in Ferrari. I started my early career in Ferrari and in the testing department. So that's really where the cars are made. I was born in Sicily actually, and I moved to Turin to do my master's, and then to Chicago. Turin, the automotive industry was pretty strong because we had Fiat there. No? I remember when I left to Chicago, I had a very clear thing in my mind that was I will never work in an automotive company ever.
Just with one of the biggest ones in the world.
You have more, let's say, leeway to when developing the product to make sort of mistakes.
It's like a startup, right? And there's a massive important role, like a startup founder. You got to do everything and be the end to end. You need to understand all the bits, the parts, how it all comes together to be able to achieve that, which is everything's different. Every day would be different too, I'm imagining. You'd have different problems that come up. How do they manage problems in such a small environment like that in the world of Ferrari?
Well, it is like a startup in terms of focus, meaning that you really have to do and know how to do everything, or at least know a little bit of everything, at least how to talk with the experts. Unlike startups, however, you can rely on a very strong team. Over there, everyone is really at the best of their role, and it is like a startup. You have to. That's why nowadays I migrated into helping startups and SMEs too, because once each product, each vehicle, you have a set of underlying risks, underlying problems that will pop up at one point along your development, and you have to make sure that those risks don't kill you along the way, that you deliver in time and in budget, because anyway, of course, you have a limited budget that is always less than you wanted. Of course, we as product developers, we get in love with our product, and we understand, we know, and we think that we understand what the market wants. But sometimes, and unfortunately most of the time, the way we see the product, the way the market perceives that, completely different. I just quit, sell everything, and go to Southeast Asia. and that's what I did. So I went for 1.5 years backpacking around the world, trying different things. I even worked on a yacht as an engineer to try what the life as an engineer on a yacht was, across the Atlantic on the yacht. I think passion and shared vision over certain product or the company itself. I think communication is a byproduct of everything else. That is the startup mindset, no? That let's do it, let's grind and work at night and don't stop. Honestly, this was the same mindset in Ferrari. Even though it was a big organization, in the development, really the team during the development was acting a little bit as a startup. You can make a product 120%, 150%. Is that your goal? What is your goal? Why are you making this product? Is a science experiment, or is it something you want to sell? And a successful product is not the best product, is the product that sells the most, better than competitors, and it's cheaper to make, easier to make, it has a good company culture and values, Start from the end, because it's easier to reverse engineer what you have to do if you know where already you want to go.